Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Turner. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard. And for Detroit, Doncic out there with Brown. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4 spot. Brown with the bucket.
A guy who shoots the 3 well, and without hesitation, defense can't afford to give Brown that much room.
Halliburton outside. Here's the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Brown feeling out a bit. Abdul-Jabbar, the screen, takes the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here are the Pacers now, following Jaylen Brown's 3. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
A 3-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 9.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
Siakam with it. He's picked up by James. Count it.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Brown outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Outside, O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for Brown. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And here's Halliburton following Jaylen Brown's 3. Pass to Nembhard. Just 5 on the clock. And Siakam has it in the corner. Drills the 3-pointer. Siakam's got his second basket.
And he can answer with the best of them. Siakam stealing the thunder there.
Here's Brown. And it's sent back by Turner. They retain possession. O'Neal sets the screen for Brown. They get the rebound. Takes a 3. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. 3-pointer. And again, Jaylen Brown for 3. Brown's got 18 points in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's Turner. Scoreless thus far. Halliburton inside the 3-point line. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brown outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Detroit leads by 16. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court for Indiana, Got T.J. McConnell. Will be topping out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
This one for 3. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Halliburton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got a pair of triples in the second now for Detroit.
And gorgeous looking jumper from Brown there. The more attempts he gets from there, the better his jump shot will be.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Toppin. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
There's so much about Halliburton that shows that he plays well beyond his years.
Brown, right side. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Indiana making a change here. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pit for Brown. Another 3 for Detroit.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
2 minutes remaining.
Siakam against Abdul-Jabbar. Siakam looking around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Doncic with the steal. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Doncic against Halliburton. The pass to Nesmith. Siakam for 3. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Steps back, and here's Brown outside, and another 3 for Detroit.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Another 3 for Detroit.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Turner driving in.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Siakam, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
How about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Detroit. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Jaylen Brown out there with Doncic. Then it's Kareem. Then it's James. And it's Shaq in the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. And the Pacers with possession here. Outside Turner. Back to Halliburton. And the three off target. And so James will bring it up for Detroit. And they double up Brown. On the wing, Brown. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Brown. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Halliburton against Doncic. Kicks it out to Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Siakam's got 11.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
There's Brown with the three. The rebound by Turner. You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Good on the triple. Brown's got 58.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Siakam outside. From 12 feet out, Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got 11 rebounds in the game. O'Neal sets the screen for Brown. And another three for Detroit.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Turner with a screen on Brown. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Puts one up from 19, and it's Halliburton missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Brown outside. From downtown, the Pacers pull it in. Halliburton is double. From deep. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, Halliburton just sees the play before the play.
Nembhard's gone 1 of 2 shooting from three. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Brown. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Brown's got 17 now, just in the second half. Puts up a deep three. Detroit with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Turner against Brown. Off target with his three. Siakam outside. Puts it up from 15. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Siakam.
And mid-range, a little outside Turner's comfort zone, but he gets it to go with focus on that one.
And here's Brown outside. Connects from three-point range.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
And so is Detroit, able to put on a show for the ages. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Walker, and is out there with Jackson. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Halliburton in at the 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Brown outside. And another 3 for Detroit. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Pretty fundamental play there from Obi Toppin, getting it to the wide open shooter.
Brown against Halliburton. The 3. Toppin pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside for Halliburton. 9 feet out. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And it's Brown missing. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. And Halliburton slams it in.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And that one, good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
Halliburton for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Detroit. The 3 for Doncic. Walker with the rebound. McConnell against Abdul-Jabbar. And the rejection by James.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
Now, he shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
Puts up a deep 3. And it's Halliburton missing. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. O'Neal a screen on Walker. The 3 from LeBron. Bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Got a piece of it. McConnell passes to Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And a wide open look for Halliburton.
Tyrese.
That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Couldn't tell if they tried to foul Shaq there, but didn't matter.
Here's Indiana. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Brown the pass to O'Neal. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for the Pacers. Miles Turner.
Here's Halliburton, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Detroit foul.
That's good from Halliburton.
The future's so bright for Halliburton, such a talented guard with outstanding work ethic and a real drive to improve.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans